Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have brought you a special announcement. As many of you know, we have been working towards a transportation initiative in our community. We are currently fundraising to raise $20,000 to get a van for transportation for the homeless and people who are lower income and need the help, whether that be homeless, couch surfing, however that looks for you. We believe that it's a necessity and probably the biggest thing that we could help with in our community right now. While we were homeless, transportation is the only way I think that we made it so that we could help ourselves, being able to go to medical appointments, being able to go to the food bank, being able to go to an appointment with a bishop and getting DI vouchers for clothing, for whatever it may be, and having to walk miles in this town, or even if you're outside of Price itself. So transportation is a huge thing, and economically they have shown an 11-to-1 ratio on non-emergency transportation services. Every dollar that is spent in non-emergency transportation, we get $11. We save $11 in the back end, because there's no missed appointments, or there's less missed appointments. They're not utilizing ambulance rides as much. They're not doing as many ER visits, things like that. So we really feel it's essential, not only from a personal standpoint, of being able to help yourself in the situation that you're in, but also in a community standpoint on being able to save money. Another reason, there's about currently $25,000 being spent on hotel rooms for code blue nights, which, for those that don't know, is when the temperatures drop to a dangerous level for someone to be sleeping unsheltered. And that runs out fast. That funding runs out fast. And part of the reason is there's cheaper motels that could be utilized. However, they are in, say, Wellington or Huntington, or just farther away, that the people that need it don't have transportation to there. And if we can help with that problem, then we can potentially even reach up to, probably, help 30% more people. I say is a reasonable goal with the same amount of funding. So that's one of our goals. So we are pitching to local business owners. Like I said, our goal is $20,000. We have $1,000 in. We are doing a sponsorship program where you sponsor the van, and there's different levels of sponsorship. The first level, you get recognized on our website, you get social media thank you. The next level would be you are recognized on our founding sponsor banner, and on our booth. And then there is options to permanently be recognized on the van itself, to have your logo, your business, and to be a founding sponsor partner of Benjamin's Hands Foundation, and to be seen as such, right? So that's what we're pitching to the local businesses, and we're asking for help from the local businesses if this is an initiative that you could be interested in, if you're community minded. We really feel like this is something that some people could get behind. We already have a partnership with Carbon Print and Design. They have generously partnered with us, and thank you so much, Carbon Print and Design, for helping us not only with this banner back here that we have. They did that. It's beautiful. They have helped us with flyers. They're printing flyers for this so that we can go to the local business owners. They have done brochures for us. They're great. We are that's the projects that we are doing, and we're going to be doing fundraising at Price International Days, Orangeville Days. We're going to have a booth. We're going to try to keep a permanent booth yearly at these events, and we're going to have games as well. We're going to do fundraising with a key toss game where you win prizes. So come see us at these events.
We would love to see you guys there.
Yeah, awesome. We would. It would be awesome. I'm so excited to go to this. I went to Orangeville Days last year and it was pretty cool. I've never been to International Days, but I love summertime fairs and events and booths and markets, and it's going to be fun. Bringing some games into it's going to be awesome too.
Yes.
So with that, we're also going to have a sample of one of our backpacks, which before us here you see the things that we're putting in these backpacks. We're going to be putting together a couple backpacks. We're going to explain the items that we're putting in in the backpacks, and yeah, we're going to
all right, let's get
put them
started
together. So the first thing that we have itself is the backpacks, and each one of these items we picked to help people in the long run, to help themselves. That's something that's important. Like this van that we are trying to get going would be a request-based service, but we are also going to ask them to pay something, right, to preserve their dignity. And we feel strongly that hard work pays off, and we feel like it's a mind frame to get yourself out of something, but you also need the tools to get you out of it as well, right? So we're providing the tools, and we think that these items will help somebody help themselves, and these items are something that you can keep for a long time. And so like this backpack, very high quality. Honestly, I need to get one.
Yeah, they are very nice.
Yeah, they're heavy duty.
Being homeless, they have to be very durable. They have to last a while. Backpacks are hard to come by when you're homeless. So
they are, and you carry your whole life on your back, from your paperwork, your social security card, your ID, whatever documents that you need or have. Your clothes. I mean, can you imagine? Like, even this is a pretty good sized backpack, but can you imagine
taking
how
your
much
whole
clothes?
House down to this size right here, and I'm making a mess. Can you live out of this bag? Put your whole life in it. And so we're trying to come up with one that is big enough that it can hold what it takes to at least survive out there.
Yeah.
So that's our goal.
Yeah. I mean, 3 pairs of pants and 3 shirts will fill this, right? So with that in mind, the things that we picked for size reasons. Like when we were homeless, that's the great thing about these backpacks and the Molly system is you can strap things onto it, right? You can strap a tent on the bottom, you can strap a tent on the side, you can strap a sleeping bag right here, you can add attachments, it's sturdy enough that you can add whatever you need to add, right? And so yeah, so the first thing is these ponchos. They are called camp blankets. They're Kawagibo camp, and they are waterproof, and they are a mix between a poncho and a blanket. And if you guys have ever been to Salt Lake and seen the homeless walking around with everything under the sun wrapped around them to keep warm, trailing in the snow, getting dirty, getting wet. If you provide a blanket to a homeless person, the first snow, they're going to get rid of it. It's going to go in the trash after it gets soaking wet. They don't really have any option to dry it, right? So these are easily washed, waterproof, durable, and they're warm, and you can wear them like a poncho. It has a hood that comes over and can button around you, but you can also use it as a blanket. So we thought that was a better option than a sleeping bag, because sleeping bags are a lot more, take up a lot more room. They're harder to take care of. To properly take care of a sleeping bag, you have to air it out, you have to dry it. So we think these will work a lot better. The next thing we have is these tarps.
Yes, mine's already open.
And we chose tarps because they're versatile and they take up little room.
Yes.
Out here, you can have a tent. It's a lot easier to put up a tent out in the bushes out here. But when you're in the city, you don't really have that option as much. But you can even just use this to keep you dry from the wet sidewalk, or as a ground blanket, or you can set it up over you to keep the rain off, whatever it may be. It's a good little tarp.
Right. And also, we don't want to supply something that's already being supplied here in town. So I know there's 2 places that supply tents for the homeless and the unsheltered. So we want to do the necessities to, besides what everyone else is doing. So yes, the tarp.
Yeah. Next thing, Misty loves these.
I would have liked one of
Oh,
these.
this one's yours.
I don't know how many people have ever washed clothes in a sink, a small sink, but it was hard to find locations to even wash clothes, but this would have been nice to have.
Yeah. Portable washing machine bags that,
Yes.
I mean, you could use it for whatever you want. If you need to haul water back to camp or whatever, but
Fill that up. I think it will fit an outfit at a time in there, but it's still, it's better than wearing dirty clothes, and it's hard to stay clean out there.
and they come with these bungee cords with clothes hangers on them, which you can also use with your tarp to make a shelter.
Yes.
See, we've got some space taken up already, but
with that washing bag, you can carry one outfit in there.
yeah. That's why we got these backpacks, because even that blanket you can carry on the side or underneath or in these loops right here, so you can keep your clothes in. This right here is the most important thing we think in these backpacks. This is also the reason these backpacks are a little pricier. But absolutely essential is a good battery charger. We were homeless during COVID. You couldn't find work anywhere. You couldn't get into a lobby to even talk to somebody anywhere for the first bit. You had to have a phone for everything.
Yes.
And I mean, even from setting your alarm to get up on time, a lot of jobs start at 4 or 5 in the morning. If you oversleep, you lose your job, and so having an alarm, having a charged phone, having the ability to make phone calls to talk to caseworkers, to talk to us, even to talk to the food bank, to just whatever it may be. This is a name brand, high end Anchor battery charger. This should charge your phone
At least 6 times.
At least 6,
Yeah.
probably 7. I had one of these before, and they're great. Comes with a cord as well. Let's do sunglasses. Sunglasses. These are specific to our summer backpack. Just being out in the sun. You'd be surprised at how much the weather affects you being homeless. I'm sure you've seen homeless people that are just sunburnt, lips chapped, burnt, I mean, you'd be surprised. You think that, you go outside and you're like, oh, it's 62 degrees. It's nice weather. If you're homeless and you're in it all day, 62 degrees can actually be pretty cold, right? Like all day long being exposed to it, rather than walking out of your house and getting out of your car and going to it. So the weather affects you a lot more than you think. Sunglasses, these are nice polarized sunglasses. We feel like they are a pretty good item.
Yeah, I got migraines every day if I didn't have sunglasses.
Yeah. First aid kits. These first aid kits, 76 pieces. They do have the gauze. That was the important thing for me. They have the tape. They have the gauze on top of just the basic Band-Aids. So cheap little thing to put in there, but very, very important. There's numerous times, especially when you're a high risk person, out on the streets, maybe. And then sunscreen, SPF 70, pretty good. Like I said, being out in the sun all day.
Yes. And that's hard to come by too.
Yeah, good sunscreen, pretty hard to come by. Chapstick, pretty self-explanatory, but one of the best things you can have. I don't know how many times, especially in wintertime, man, your lips will crack. I don't know about everybody else. Mine will split down the middle, start bleeding. And one of the things that we did that we were obsessed over was not looking homeless. In order to get job interviews, in order to even get an apartment, you can't show up to an apartment trying to get an apartment with chapped, bleeding lips, sunburn peeling off your nose, dirty, you know what I mean? So not looking homeless is a huge part of the fight. And some of these things are so basic that you wouldn't realize that how much they help. Another thing we have, hydration packs. When you're walking all day long, hydration is a huge thing. And this is something that me and Misty have decided is probably going to be a problem this coming summer, with how the watershed is and water. We're not sure if the water to the local parks will be on or not, but we do know some individuals whose main water supply comes from the parks, and if there's a shortage of water, some of these parks might not get water. So we are stocking up on water, and we got hydration packs. These things are amazing. Yeah, so this is our summer pack, and then of course with that comes a water bottle, and last but not least, we have these. I think they're called P51s, P50s.
Those are P51s, I think they're called.
P51s. These are lifesaver. Just the simple act of opening a can when you're homeless is crazy.
Yes, I don't know how many cans I got that did not have the pop top.
Yeah.
And without the pop top, you can't eat. And there's nothing worse than looking at food that you can't open and eat.
Yeah, and trying to figure out how to get it open, ruining a knife on it, or just whatever you're doing. I've even rubbed the top off on the sidewalk before. But I mean, the ones you can get at the Dollar Tree, they'll last you like 3 days and then they'll break.
Yeah, and this is more like if you're packing your bag and want the minimal amount of things and the smaller things, compact, you don't want to have to carry a big old can opener around.
Yeah, just leaving room for your other stuff. But this will never break. Well, it might, but not like them Dollar Tree cheap ones. A good can opener that lasts you a while is getting up there in price. But these things are amazing. I love them. I swear by them.
I like them.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our packs, and we invite you guys to come out to Orangeville Days, International Days, come play our game that we're doing. And if you have any community-minded business owners that sound like they'd be interested, let us know, and we will visit with them and show them our what we have and the options that we have. And thank you to our current sponsors and our current people who have donated to us. And yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.